Oh Lord, we need your word. Second Kings chapter 7 is where we want to go. We want to go to chapter 7, verses 3 through 9. And as you get ready for the word of God, I want to pray that you receive it. These verses: now there were 4 leprous men at the entrance of the gate. They said to one another, why are we sitting here until we die? If we say we will enter the city, the famine is in the city, and we will die there. If we sit here, we die also. Now therefore, come, let us surrender to the army of the Syrians. If they keep us alive, we shall live. And if they kill us, we shall only die. And they arose at twilight to go to the camp of the Syrians. And when they had come to the outskirts of the Syrian camp, to their surprise, no one was there. For the Lord had caused the army of the Syrians to hear the noise of chariots and the noise of horses, the noise of a great army. So they said to one another, look, the king of Israel has hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to attack us. Therefore they arose and fled at twilight and left the camp intact, their tents, their horses, and their donkeys, and they fled for their lives. And when these lepers came to the outskirts of the camp, they went into one tent and ate and drank and carried from it silver, gold, and clothing, and went and hid from them. Then they came back and entered into another tent. They carried some from there also and went and hid it. And they said to one another, we are not doing right. This day is a day of good news, and we remain silent. If we wait until morning light, some punishment will come upon us. Now therefore come, let us go and tell the king's household. May Lord add a blessing to the readers, to hear, and the faithful doers of his most holy and righteous word. I want to preach from the subject, don't sit here and die. Don't sit here and die. Somebody holler out, I ain't going to sit here and die. Somebody say, God got purpose for me. God got something for me. Don't sit here and die. It means to refuse defeat. It means to reject stagnation. It means to trust that God has something better ahead. It means you don't have to accept what's trying to limit you. You don't have to settle in what's trying to stop you. And you don't have to stay in what God intends to change. Some of us don't understand the concept of what God might be doing, so we stay in a defeated mindset because we feel like there is no hope. And I know that a lot of us go through these circumstances and situations and we feel like we're the Lone Ranger. We feel like we're the only ones going through a whole lot. But in the text, Israel is under siege. The Syrian army has surrounded the city. Famine is in the land. Food is scarce. The economy has collapsed and hope is fading. Just outside the city gates, Tyrone, are 4 lepers. They're already outcasts. They already have limited resources. Now the city is under attack. These lepers could have accepted their fate, but in the midst of their desperate situation, they said to one another, why are we sitting here until we die? Lord, you're going to have to help me. In the text, the word sit carries the idea of remaining in a place, becoming stagnant, and settling into a condition. Spiritually, it's staying in the same mindset and becoming comfortable in a situation God don't intend for us to stay in. The word here represents a condition for the lepers. Here was the place of rejection, limitation, hopelessness. We sick. We already got leprosy. We don't have much food. We don't have anybody to help us. The city is under siege. There's a famine in the land. The Syrian army is surrounding us. And so watch this. When you think about sitting in a place, it's sitting where you settle, expecting nothing better to happen. And so according to these lepers, they were just going to sit there at first, but they made a decision that they weren't going to sit there and die. It means they weren't going to just sit there and accept defeat. They weren't going to just sit there and accept their condition. And I know somebody don't understand this, but physical death is not what we're talking about in this essence of our text. For us, I want us to know that physical death is in the text, but for us, we're talking about spiritual death. It's talking about us staying in a place because there's so much going on around us. And the question we got to ask ourselves, with everything I'm going through, why am I going to just sit here until I die? In other words, why am I just going to accept what I'm going through? Why am I going to stay in this place that guarantees defeat? My mind is already weary. My mind is already filled with doubt. Why am I going to just sit here and accept the worst? Ain't nothing I can do about it. The relationships that I'm in, the habits that I have, the mindset that I have, the environments that drain the life out of me, I know they ain't doing me no good. So why do I just sit here and die? I know this ain't no good for my life. I know this thinking ain't doing me no good. I know these relationships ain't no count. I know that what I'm thinking don't make sense, but why do I just sit here and accept what's going on? I know you got some stuff going on. You're worried about some people. You got some ailing people in your family. You got some ailments in your own body. You're worried about your children. You're dealing with some grief. You're dealing with toxicity. You got hardship right now, work, and all kinds of things going on. You feel like you're getting a setback. It's some stuff that's not really working in your favor. You can't really understand what God is doing, and you're in a situation right now that makes you feel defeated, and what you've done is you've accepted. But there comes a moment in your life when you got to refuse to allow your present condition to determine your future conclusion. That you got to make a decision that you don't have to take it. That you don't have to just sit here and die. I know you're sick. That's all right. I know the money kind of funny. I know there's some things going on. I know it looks like you're defeated, but you don't have to just sit here and die. Somebody in your family, somebody around you, all they do is talk about defeat. All they do is mimic defeat. All they do is talk about how bad and how rough and how tough and how bad and how evil and how all the things going on make them feel like they can't make it. But for you, you've got to make a decision. You can talk that talk if you want to, but as for me, I refuse to just sit here and die. I submit that you don't have to sit here and die because you don't have to personally accept your dilemma. Let's go to the text in verse 4. The lepers conducted a personal assessment of their situation. And what I love about Tyrone is that they did it in private. Watch this, Jackie. They didn't go consult the king. They didn't go inside the city to consult folks to see what they thought. Tyrone, they talked amongst themselves. It's just us in this leper group. It's just us. We can't go into the city because if we go into the city, ain't no food there. The Syrian army is there. If we go into the city, we gonna die. If we sit here, we ain't got nothing to eat no way. We gonna die of starvation. We already got limitations. We already got leprosy. So there's an army, there's a famine, there's no hope in the city. We sitting outside the city and ain't no hope. So what we gonna do? One of them said to the other, man, why we just sitting here doing nothing? Come on, man. Why we just gonna sit here and die? Let's look at this thing logically. Well, if we go into the city, chances are we gonna die. But if we stay out here, we know we gonna die. They said, well, the Syrian army, if we go toward their camp, they might kill us. Or they might not. But why are we going to just sit here and know we going to die? Y'all, I feel like preaching. I really didn't want to do it. If too many of you got options and you looking at it logically, but you ain't making no moves. You just sitting there and you got all these different issues and circumstances. And the one thing you got to make a decision about is you got to personally look at your situation. Don't involve nobody else, because the reason some of you are in defeat is because you got the wrong folk in your ear. Yeah, you got the wrong folk telling you what to do. You got the wrong folk sitting there trying to decide your fate. These lepers, they concluded they're sitting here dying. This ain't no option. I don't know how you feel about it. There comes a time when staying where you are is more dangerous than moving forward. I feel like preaching at the time when you got to understand that sitting still sometimes is more dangerous than making a step. You got to look at your life, and somebody listening to me now need to know that there's some stuff not working where you are, so why you just sitting there? It's some stuff you know ain't getting no better. You just sitting there in addiction, sitting there in abuse, sitting there in discouragement, sitting there in disappointment, sitting there in grief, sitting there in unhealthy relationships, sitting there in doubt, sitting there in fear, sitting there knowing that they don't mean you no good, just sitting there taking it. But you got to make a decision that you no longer gonna personally accept this for your life. You got to make a decision that I'm going to assess my dilemma, and I ain't going to be influenced about nobody else. Others may choose to give up, but as for me, I ain't going out like this. I ain't going out like this. At some point, you got to look at your situation and say, I might be in trouble, but I ain't going to be defeated. I might be under attack, but I'm not finished. I can't stay here. Somebody say, I can't stay here. I don't know what's going to happen down the road, but I know I can't stay here. My mind can't stay in doubt. My heart can't stay in fear. My hopes can't stay in defeat. My marriage can't stay in turmoil. My family can't stay divided, because I refuse. I refuse to give up. I refuse to just sit here for 4 or 5 years in a marriage where a man don't love me. I refuse it. I refuse to sit here in relationships that don't mean me no good, constantly cheating on me, constantly mistreating me, constantly doing the same stuff. I refuse to sit on a job where you keep taking my kindness for weakness, abusing me, and not giving me the best that I'm supposed to have. Be advised that you can't sit in a family that's divided and you can do something about it. You can't stay mad forever. Somebody got to have some sense and say, why are we just sitting here? Why are we just sitting here? The enemy wants you to believe ain't nothing going to get better. But the devil is a lie. Because God didn't bring you all this way just to leave you sitting in defeat. Too much done happened for you to quit now. You done been through some stuff worse than where you at now. So why would you get here and quit? After all you done been through, you going to get here and quit? That don't make sense. Too much is going on. There's a point where you got to get tired of merely existing and start living. You got to get tired of surviving but not thriving. Tired of going through the motions but ain't nothing changing. You done cried about it long enough. You done asked us to pray for you long enough. You done worried about it long enough. You done complained about it long enough. You done made excuses for it long enough. You've become comfortable in being unhappy. You've become comfortable in being discouraged. Comfortable in living beneath what God has promised. And I came to tell somebody that God didn't save you to leave you stuck. You think God went to the cross for you to sit here and die? You almost slapping Jesus in the face. You did all that for me, but I have no trust that you will bring me out. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to take how they treat me. I'm going to take what they think about me. I'm going to black sheep of the family. I'm going to let everybody talk about me like a dirty dog. I'm going to let everybody cast me aside. I'm just going to waddle in defeat. But I need you to explore your options now. I need you to understand where you are. It's time for you to face reality. If I say something back, they're going to say something anyway. If I don't say nothing, they're going to keep talking anyway. Right? If I speak up for myself, they're going to say something anyway. If I don't speak up for myself, they're going to keep doing what they're doing anyway. So I need about 5 of you to make a decision and say, wait a minute, why am I just going to sit here and take this? I refuse to sit here. I want you to personally assess your situation and understand God got more for you than to just sit in a place and accept defeat. You got to open your own mouth and say, I refuse to just sit here and die. I informed you already that you don't have to sit here and die because you don't have to personally accept your dilemma, but I also want to inform you that you don't have to sit here and die when you can proactively advance towards deliverance. Here comes the hard part, Lulu. Everybody not going to catch it. Because what happens here is that in the first part of verse 5, they said they arose at twilight. They made a decision. They said, if we go in the city, we're going to die. If we stay here, we're going to die. Joyce, if we go toward the enemy camp, we might die. But if we stay here, we know we're going to die. So the Bible says they got up at twilight. Don't miss this. Their situation hadn't changed. The family was still in the city. The leprosy was still in their body. As far as they knew, the Syrian army was still in the camp. But they knew that if they stayed where they were going to die. But if they moved, there was at least a small possibility of survival. Don't miss this, Kel. Faith the size of a may not be but a small change. But if you put your faith in God and you say, God, I know I ain't even qualified, but I'm going to go up in there, I'm going to put in my application. If you just say, God, I'm going to make a move, and notice, here's the proactive part. They made the proactive choice because twilight, Tyrone, that's the difference between you being able to see clearly and not really being able to see what you need to see. So twilight is a dangerous part because you can't really see everything clearly. But the Bible says they took off at twilight. They didn't understand what was happening. They couldn't see everything clearly, but there's faith. They couldn't see it clear like it was day, but they said, I'm going to move anyway. God, I feel like preaching because these lepers moved when visibility was limited. They didn't wait until the conditions improved. There I go. I just stepped all over you. I know I just messed up some of y'all now. Y'all waiting on him to get everything together. Y'all waiting on her to get everything together. Y'all waiting on folk to get everything together. Y'all waiting on the house to be perfect. Y'all waiting on everything. But sometimes you got to move when you don't have all the answers. Sometimes you got to move when you don't know everything that's going to come out. You don't have to know all the answers. All you got to know is that you're making a fake move. And sometimes some of y'all sit still because y'all waiting on conditions to change. But I need 19 folks who said, I'm going to step out on faith. I don't know what tomorrow going to bring, but I'm going to trust God with this move. I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to trust God with my life. I can't wait until everything look right because everything might not ever look right. But I gotta make a move. I'm going to go to school anyway. I don't even know what's going to happen, but I'm going to go and get my master's. I'm going to go after my doctorate. I don't know where this economy coming to, but I'm going to go and try anyway. I'm going to get up from where I'm at. I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to try God. I'm not going to wait until my fear disappears because I'm always going to be a little bit hesitant. But you know what? Even with my hesitation, I'm still going to trust God for my elevation because it's not about me now. I'm trusting God with me. And some of us are living in our twilight season. I see you. I said, you don't know what's ahead, but you're moving. You're in the twilight season, Joy. You don't know what's going to happen, but you know you can't stay here. I can't stay like this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't stay like this. I can't deal with this no more. I can't stay like this. I can't stay in this condition. I don't know how God going to work it out, but I know I can't stay scared. I can't stay afraid. I can't stay in this mindset like I can't make it. I don't know what the doctor going to do, but I can't stay afraid. I got to make some moves. I don't know if the surgery going to work, but I got to trust God. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't stay like this. We live in a culture where people don't understand that sometimes staying in place is what breaks your deliverance. Faith is not moving when everything makes sense.
Come on, Bishop. Come on, man.
Faith is moving when you can't see the whole picture.
Yes, sir.
Because we walk by faith and not by sight.
Yes, sir.
It's when you trust God with your next step. That's real faith. It ain't faith if you got the down payment. It's faith if you ain't got it. Yeah, that's when you got faith. We got to understand what that faith is supposed to do. And I might be preaching to some people who know there's a major move you need to make. You know you need to make the move, but fear of the unknown has made you stagnant. But there's going to be a time when you just have to move by faith, even if you don't understand the whole move. Don't just sit here and die.
Come on, man.
You may not see the whole path, but take a step.
Yes, sir.
One of the hardest things for us to do is go toward the unknown. And so we stay stuck in the in-between. We stay stuck in limbo. They call it between a rock and a hard place.
Yes, sir.
You know, you stuck between going forward or staying here. You stuck between shifting or staying. You stuck between getting a house or an apartment, between getting a doggone dog or a cat. Make a decision.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Make a decision. God said when you walk towards it,
All right.
you never know what he'll do, because I want to show you something powerful in the text. I already told you that you don't have to sit here and die, because you don't have to personally accept your dilemma, and you can proactively advance toward deliverance. But I also want to inform you that you don't have to sit here and die when you can persevere and arrive at your divine destiny. I'm going to give it to you at the end of verse 5, going into verse 6 and 7. Basically, it says, when they came to the outskirts, talking about the lepers. Remember, they left where they were. They didn't know if the Syrian army was still there. They were going on the premise that maybe they won't kill us. But the Bible says that when the lepers got to the outskirts of the Syrian camp, to their surprise, wasn't nobody there. Because God had made the enemy flee. God had made the Syrian army hear noise that sounded like a great army. They moved and fled at twilight. Now, when did the lepers take off? And when did the enemy flee? Y'all, I feel like the preaching. At the same time you making faith move, Keisha Cox, God working stuff out. Y'all, angel, at the same time you decide to make a step, God already taking care of where you headed. I wish I had somebody in here who will understand that at the time you make a move, God already working out where you headed to. And sometimes you got to be careful about fear, because it make you stay where you ought not stay. But I need 19 of y'all ready now to say, you know what, I'm going to make a move, and I'm going to trust God. Whatever God getting ready to do, he going to already work it out. I'm telling you right now, the enemy already out of your way. You sitting here scared, and God done already took care of the enemy. You sitting here scared, and God done already provided. God done already made a way. All God waiting on is for you to make a step. You sitting here still, and God said, all I'm waiting on is for you to put in an application. All I'm waiting on is for you to go for it. All I'm waiting on is for you to do something. You got to make a move. You just sitting here, die. Now watch this.
Come on, man.
God got provisions where you headed. Bible said when they got there, tent after tent after tent. They had gold, silver, clothes, and food. If they'd have stayed at the gate, they'd have died for sure. But they said, we're going to go toward the enemy camp.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll die. Maybe we won't.
Yeah.
But when they got there,
Come on, man.
wasn't nobody there. But the camp was still intact.
Yeah.
When you get to your promise,
Come on, man.
everything God got for you has already been set up for you. feel like. You think somebody in your position wrong? All they doing is setting it up for you. You sitting here worried about something, but God said all you got to do is make a move. I got a tent for you. It's got silver in it. I got a tent for you. It's got some gold in it. I got another tent for you. It's got some clothes in it. I got another tent for you. It's got some food in it. I got another tent for you. It's got a healing in it. I got another tent for you. It's got a breakthrough in it. I got another tent for you. It's got some joy in it. I got another tent for you. It's got some peace in it. All you got to do is move. All you gotta do is see it is move. Because at the same time you move, God moving. At the same time you step out on faith, God's all I'm waiting on with a step. And when you make that step, God already in the enemy camp. Y'all got to get out of here. AJ on his way. Y'all got to get out of here. Tyrone Terry on the way. Y'all ain't saying that. Y'all got to get out of here. Divine purpose on the way. Y'all got to make room because divine purpose on the way. All we got to do is take a step. God gonna already provide. That's what we got to do. They look risky. Some look risky. I want to talk to everybody who's dealing with something that look risky. If it look risky, it's just right for God. If it look a little scary, it's just right for God. If it look like you can't understand it, that's just right for God. Because God said, I work with stuff that seem impossible. All I need you to do is trust me. Although you can't really see it clearly, just take off anyway. Because you might be advancing toward destiny. Don't just sit here and die. What they walked into, they thought was an ending, but it really was a new beginning. What looked like a risk provided them a reward. And sometimes there were times you thought you were by yourself. Times you thought wasn't nothing happening. You were crying because you had so much weight on you. You were crying because you couldn't understand what was happening in the season. You were overly concerned. You still didn't understand that all you were doing was sitting there and God needed you to move. All you were doing was sitting there accepting defeat, but talking about you love God. Sitting there accepting defeat, but talking about God is able. God said, all I'm waiting on is for you to move. When you don't see nothing happening, that's good for you. Because God working behind the scenes. Because sometimes when you see stuff happening, you will get in the way. And you'll start to try to make it happen faster. That's like sometimes God won't show you what He's doing. Sometimes you won't find out till later what God's doing now. And so that's how come you got to understand that He's not doing anything. He's just not letting you see everything. Because you got to recognize that He's fighting battles on your behalf. And if you rush to get to where you need to go, you'll get there and won't be able to handle the battle. That's how come God moving the whole enemy. I feel like preaching. That's how come God making the enemy run so that when you get there, you ain't even got the deal. Y'all not feel like preaching. Some of y'all about to walk on some jobs where the enemy already being removed. You sitting here worrying about stuff, but what God is doing is removing folk. So when you get there, you ain't got to deal with them. That's all God doing here. He moving stuff. He getting stuff ready. And you got to be careful because we've been asking God for provisions, but sitting still. We've been asking God for a breakthrough, but sitting still. Been asking God to do something, but ain't moved. Praying for God to open a door, you won't even walk to it. Praying for God to shift things, you won't even try. Praying for God to make things better, but you won't even go after it. You won't even know that God is doing it if you stay still.
Yeah.
God done already paved the way. Done laid out some stuff for you.
Yes, sir.
Healing,
Thank you, Lord.
joy,
Yeah, man.
peace of mind. Already worked out in the places you ain't even walked into yet. You got some stuff coming your way that you ain't even understood yet.
Come on, man.
But you got to walk to it. You got to get up. You got to stay encouraged. You got to keep on trusting. You got to keep believing. Don't settle for defeat. Keep going. Reach for the impossible because you're not alone. God is with you. Get out of your pity party. Stop acting like a victim. Don't just sit here
Yeah.
and die. Finally, I told you, you don't have to sit here and die because you don't have to personally accept your dilemma. You can proactively advance towards deliverance, persevere and arrive at your divine destiny. Finally, I want you to know that you ain't got to just sit here and die.
All right.
When you can publicly acknowledge God's dominion.
All right.
Because at the end of the day, you're not going to make it because of you. You're going to make it because you got this testimony. God did it. There it is. There it is. Yeah, in verse 9, they said to one another, the lepers, we ain't doing right.
All right.
We hiding everything.
Yes, sir.
Going in the tent, getting our blessings and hiding. But watch this, the king and the other people are still back there and they need something. But we sitting here, then walk toward the enemy camp, and God that made a miracle happen. And we ain't told nobody. We acting like it's all about us. We acting like we doing everything. We acting like we the one got it going on. We acting like we ain't got to tell no. The reason why some of you don't understand who you really are is because you don't know how to manifest more miracles. Because the one thing you got to learn how to do, Bruce, is share when God did it. Because if you tell people you did it, people are trying to measure up to you. Y'all, I feel like preaching. You see, that's what's wrong. Y'all got people trying to measure up to you. You got people trying to go after how you went out there, going to class and going to 15 different schools because you went to 15 different schools. You trying to get people to do it your way. But God got a blessing for you, Bruce, that you may not have to go to school but once for. Y'all ain't saying nothing. And see, sometimes you got to say, God did it. All I'm doing is depending on God. I'm not depending on nothing else. And I need y'all to get this in your spirit because the Bible says that the lepers decided that this is a day of good news. I need everybody to say, I got some good news. I got some good news. I'll open your mouth and say, I got some good news. I got some good news. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I tell you to ask somebody, what's your good news? And when they ask you what the good news is, look at them and say, God did it. That's the good news. Y'all ain't talking to the right folk. Y'all gotta talk to the right people. I tell you to ask somebody, what's the good news? I tell you to tell them my good news is God did it. What you talking about? God made a way when there was no way. God opened the doors that have been closed in my faith. Y'all think I made it because of me. But ain't no way, cause then I could have dealt with my grief if God didn't do it. Ain't no way, cause I could have dealt with my grief if God didn't do it. My testimony is I refused to just sit here and die. I made a decision. I'm gonna move in faith because God got to have a plan for me. He ain't brought me through all this just for me to sit here and die. He ain't take care of me all this time for me to just sit here and die. Would y'all do me a favor and throw your hands up and say, God did it. He gonna do it again. God did it when I couldn't figure it out. God worked it out when I couldn't understand. God had a plan when I didn't know how I was gonna make it through. God took me by my hand. He pulled me through. It got rough, but God did it. It got hard, but God did it. I got scared, but God did it. I got weary, but God my life. It looked like everything was falling apart around me. But I made a decision that I refuse to just sit here and die. I'm going to take a step toward my destiny. I'm going to trust God. Got a plan for my life. And for all of the people who've been dealing with weariness. And for all of the people who've been dealing with despair. I got good news for you. This is your season. God said, make a move now. This is your season. God said, take a step now. Look at somebody for me and help me encourage each other. Say, God said, don't just sit here and die. Get up and trust in God. I know it's rough on you, but get up and trust in God. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Somebody got to go bring up the good news. Somebody got to go tell somebody there's blessings down at the enemy camp. There's favor down at the enemy camp. Y'all need to tell somebody that God is working things out. God already got a plan for your life. He just waiting on you to make that move. He just waiting on you to get out of your pity. He just waiting on you to stop making excuses. He just waiting on you to make the decision. Is there anybody who made a decision that I can't stay here? I can't stay depressed. I can't stay weary. I can't stay stressed. I can't stay in bondage. I can't stay defeated. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Has anybody made a decision? Say, I can't stay here. I can't keep on being in defeat. I can't keep on living in all this fear. I can't keep on living with all this doubt. I gotta make it up mine now. I can't stay here. I refuse to stay in abuse. I refuse to stay miserable. I refuse to stay in sadness. I refuse to stay in grief. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Now somebody open your mouth and say, I made a decision. I can't stay here. Excuse me, y'all. If I make a move, I trust God. Got a plan for me. And if he don't, I know he able. But the one thing I know is I can't stay here. Would you grab somebody by the hand for me and grab them real good and say, let's go. God got a plan. Let's go. God worked it out. Let's go. God made a way. Let's go. Your healing ready. Let's go. Your blessing ready. Let's go. Your joy ready. Let's go. Your peace ready. Let's go. Your job ready. Let's go. Your elevation ready. Let's go. Your breakthrough ready. Let's go. Y'all ain't saying nothing. I said, y'all ain't saying nothing. I refuse to stay in defeat. Don't just sit here and die. Don't just sit here. Don't just sit here. Don't just sit here and die. Encourage yourself. I'm ready, God. I'm ready to move now. I'm ready, God, to walk away from this defeat.